what will be the next step taken by malign actors to overcome these new rules and constraints, if we are able to make this anticipation?
Okay, so thank you for your question, because first of all, I would like to stress the fact that we are in a never seen before scenario at the UL level, but also at a global level, because this election were not conducted in an overlapping crisis scenario, and we have to consider that we are living in a interconnected global cyber social ecosystem. So it means that everything can impact us, something that is very far from us in terms of geopolitics, in terms of conflicts, can also can have a huge impact on our day life. And
do you want to give us an example of what you have just said? What is, in your opinion, like a global crisis that is far away from us that actually has an impact?
Yes, we are facing two relevant crises. We are directly or indirectly involved in them. The first one is the Russia-Ukrainian war, started from the military invasion of Ukraine by Russian army, and the second one is the conflict between Israel and Hamas, and it has an impact. Just to go back to your one of your first questions, in terms of a connection between offline and online, we see how these conflicts can be relevant within the violent extremism and terrorism infospheres, as well as in a more general way in the cyber social ecosystem of online hate, because they are able to motivate, to trigger, to let's say inspire individuals and groups to violent action. And it means the rising phenomenon of anti-system and anti-government extremism, for instance, which is a cross-border phenomenon. So the impacts of something that is far from us is immediately in our house, in our daily life. And there is another important point, which is given by the fact that AI is becoming a daily technology. So we use it to do a lot of things, and the same technology, and now I'm focusing on generative AI, is used in the movie system, in advertising, in music, in many fields that we use as a relevant part of our life, of the life of our children, for instance. So for the first time in the human history, we are dealing with a very pervasive, with the exploitation of a very pervasive, but at the same moment a very friendly technology, which can be exploited and weaponized against human, but mainly in terms of perception of reality, on misrepresentation of reality. And what I consider very relevant at this point is the fact that we are used to focus on the potential sophisticated potential development of highly sophisticated technology. So the sophisticated use of AI technology, but the problem is that meantime we must focus on the let's say on sophisticated plan to use very cheap and very user-friendly and very app-based technology. So the ones that we use every day, to attack people in terms of creating a fake reality, of representing turmoils in a system in which we cannot find it, or in weaponizing people, weaponizing the public debate, weaponize confrontation between politicians, and so on. And as a side effect of this process, there is the fact that some political parties and some politicians are using the same toxic, the same let's say divisive and aggressive contents and narratives of that were created in extremism and violent extremism to create contents that can be impactful, considering the need to promote their own political message, their own political vision within a huge community of voters. And another problem is that we used to look at mainstream platform to identify the seeds or the trees that growing up about this phenomenon. But the problem is that we are moving, we are quickly moving in the land of not of fragmented community in terms of a new way to live the cyber social, to live within the cyber social ecosystem. It means a change in perspective, looking at the evolution of the threat in a converging scenario, in which we can see violent extremism together with disinformation, FIMI, malicious use of artificial intelligence, everything intersected and everything intersecting, and everything overlapping and converging. And it will cause a revolution in terms of, for instance, definition of public and national security, as well as EU security and global security. So we will have to explore these rising phenomena and try to integrate, to put together our knowledge from different fields, not just from the technological perspective. That's why we have to move on. We started from cybersecurity, but now we must focus more and more on cyber social security. It means that the human being is at the let's say is the center of our ecosystem, and we have to protect him or her, to protect people, and to maintain peace, because it means protect democracy. This is the point from my personal perspective.